All right, so let me first of all. All right, so we left off. You guys had the party had taken a look, checked out what they feel is the last room on that second floor. You had the undead in that area, and you located a very nice uh, longsword. And Gundar says this is made of the same steel that we found those ingots. And right now, it's in Trantis's inventory.
Yeah, we said to give it to Trent just because he so unselfishly gave up his mace for the relics.
Yes, a good trade.
So Trantis, you're noticing this is a really fine steel,
Oh, nice.
super sharp. It's actually lighter than a regular longsword. It seems to be easier to handle and seems to cut a little bit deeper when it hits.
Nice.
Oh, there's John. Great.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Hey,
John.
Hey,
John.
John, how are
Yep,
you?
I'm good. I'm just loading in.
Yeah, no
I'll
problem.
be AFK for about another 5 minutes, but
Okay.
I am here.
Okay. So Sir Marcus is going to open that trap up real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what do you guys do? You guys are in that second floor. That was the floor where you found the pit going down to the Duragard, the river. Um, you kind of explored that river for a couple miles, came out in that meadow. It was a little bit overwhelming with the number of ogres and carrion bats, and you were in that main room.
I think our plan was to after we investigated that one room, we were going to go back up and rest.
Yeah, I thought we did rest. I thought that's where we were at.
Well,
Before we
well, you had rested and you came back down. So
Oh, okay.
if you remember, you guys came back down after resting because that was after Rufus got taken down. Then you investigated the river, you negotiated, and you ended by clearing out this last room with the undead. So back to the hideouts, because right now it's same day. It's about noon, and just to kind of give you a reference, the horses have now been outside for 3 full nights.
yeah, we should probably
Or what time
we
is
should
it now again, George?
12 noon, roughly.
Should we maybe get like half a day's travel in towards the roadhouse and then camp?
yeah, that works.
Yeah, I think
That sounds good.
Because then we can check on make sure the horses are fine, get them going.
Sure.
Yeah, because
Okay,
after 3 days, they need to stretch the legs.
we'll just take Dr. Clax out. So I will actually put you back in the hideout now in the main room.
Okay.
We'll say you guys moved up to there. Anything to do in the main room?
Oh, yeah, we might want to raid their stores. How are we for food and stuff?
Let's see how we're doing. So I believe I have that under. Oh, let's see. Where did I put that? I'm not seeing my bag of holding. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that extension's been updated yet, now that I think about it. So, yeah, you guys there was plenty, if you remember, there was plenty of stores of food up in that hideout, and there was also rations that you guys could take. So food, you're not so concerned about, neither with water either.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stock up. Like I have 1 week of rations. I'll have carry 2.
Yeah, just make it a 2 then in your
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything to do? You guys gonna head out right away, or?
Yeah, I think we probably should.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Make sure I have arrows and make sure we have all the ropes back together.
All right.
What else did we mess
So you
with?
guys, if you need a rope, just mark it off. Just don't worry about taking it out of the cache. Just if you want 2 ropes, make it 2. If you want 3, make it 3. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have to figure out where that extension went. So you guys navigate back upstairs. You head up the tunnel. You head out to the entrance of the cave. Let me get my map.
What is going on with my stuff tonight? I'm frozen again.
You got some challenges with your computer?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, no problem. All right, so you guys head outside. So you guys are outside in the grotto.
Okay. Looks like we've been down there for weeks.
Yeah, you've been down there for a while. I mean, the last time uh, when Sir Marcus came back, it was about 3 days prior, but you were down there probably about 3 or 4 days prior to that.
Yeah.
Interesting thing is you don't see Sir Marcus's horse or the horses.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Maybe we need some tracking. See where they went.
I can track.
Sure. Give me a tracking roll.
I will find the appropriate button here. Looking for hoof prints.
Yes, Jerian, you actually find 2 distinct groups of tracks. One more to the north, one kind of heading up in this direction, and larger number of hooves that direction. Seems as if they split off.
Which
Does Sir
group?
Marcus recognize his
Oh, yeah.
own hoof prints?
Um,
If I point
give
him
me
out.
another tracking roll. Put a +2 in there too.
When you said they headed off in different directions, did one head off back the way we came?
Well, you kind of came from the west.
So here's my thought. Maybe it'll help you. I remember that Sir Marcus left and went to train, if I remember correctly. Did he
He did,
leave?
he went to report, and he also
He went
picked
to
up his
report.
and it picked up his plate mail too.
That's right. Okay. So,
Right.
yeah, he's going. We need to go back with him to train. But my point is that are the tracks that what are the tracks that we see diverge? Do they look like that they might be from Marcus as he has come back?
No, because
Okay.
you had 10 horses out there from the brigands and Sir Marcus's horse. And now you've got two distinct groups that have wandered off, it appears. The Western group, Jerry, and you feel that because Sir Marcus's horse is so much larger than the other ones are more riding horses. You feel that Sir Marcus's horse went off to the west, and a smaller group of horses went to the north.
Well, his is probably the most important, so let's go that way.
Yeah, we should get his first.
All right. So just tell me how long you'd like to track for. Is it track till you find, track till something changes? Just
Let's track till something changes.
all right. The tracking is pretty defined. Uh, you're thinking it's probably 6 horses of the group, maybe 7, hard to tell. But after about 2 full hours, you come up to a meadow where you see Sir Marcus's horse and 5 of the other horses. So you've actually taken 2 hours to track them.
Hmm.
So you got Sir Marcus's horse and 5 of the riding horses.
Okay.
Awesome.
It won't take 2 hours to get back to the pit. I don't know if everyone went with you, but if you do get back to the main area, it probably takes half as much because you're not tracking.
Sir Marcus said he was coming, so I don't know. Who else
Yeah,
came.
I think we'd all stick together probably in
Okay.
case there was trouble.
So we round the horses up. I don't have any horse rounding up skills, but
Or Marcus should be able to.
Well,
bet
it
Sir
seemed like
Marcus
it's
does.
almost if Sir Marcus's horse kind of kept this group together. It seemed like.
He's well trained.
Yes, he is well trained.
Well, that's good.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, oh, that still works. The horsemanship. The horse neigh. Did you guys hear the neigh?
I did.
Yeah. Um, anything on the other tracking, or head back to the roadhouse?
Yeah. So how many horses are missing now? So we've got.
You think as many as 5 are missing.
Okay. And yeah, how bulky are the artifacts of Vanium? Like, are we gonna need the horses to?
Oh,
to
no. These are small,
Okay.
small items, small chalices, small holy symbols.
Okay.
It fits in a small coffer
Okay. Good.
that could easily be placed on either in your backpack or even on a horse. So
Okay.
that's not a problem carrying them back.
Okay. I'll throw it in my backpack. I like to have it close to me. So, with 6 horses, 2 of us would need to double up. Rufus is small. He could probably double up. Or we could go look for the other horses. What do you guys think?
They went north, you said?
Yes, they went north from the pit entrance, kind of in this direction here.
Well, maybe we should take at least a quick look for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look for him.
All right. So same thing, track till something's different.
Yep.
All right, so this one takes half as long. This takes about an hour. But on this one, the outcome is not so positive.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Probably about 450 yards north of the entrance. You find where all 5 kind of came to their demise.
Uh-oh.
Not much left of them.
Ogres. Or carrion bird.
Yeah, it looks like as if it was a fairly bloody. If you want to give me a wisdom roll, you might be able to tell something from the scene.
We got a good wisdom roll. Let's see here. Some CSI.
Yeah, they're pretty messed up. What's left of them? There's just bits and pieces. And you do have that distinct smell of when those characters kind of regurgitated their stomach materials.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
You kind of got that diseased smell kind of lingering within this area here. So they must have been set upon.
There you go.
Mm,
So they are definitely in the area.
okay.
And we
Keep-
should
Go ahead.
head back. I was
Right.
gonna say we should head back away.
Yeah, keep our eyes on the skies.
Keep your eyes on the skies. All right. So let's
Especially the archer.
Yes,
go to the
Caden will
travel
have his bow ready.
travel map. You guys are currently right here. Oops. Oops, that's kind of weird. You guys are right here. Last time you headed back, I believe you went this way, then this way, through this little pass,
Yeah,
and then down, kind of following this range here.
yeah, yeah. We were gonna
Same.
stop at the cave complex, right? And
Yes.
Okay.
pick up the
So you guys are
platinum.
on horseback, which was good. You guys can double up. Anyone that needs to double up. Who's leading the? Is it Sir Marcus up front?
Yes, I think that's natural.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Is
Any
Jerian? Go ahead.
did we pass the watchtower?
The watchtower is. You will pass the watchtower if you want to go by the watchtower. You can.
Yeah, check out what's going on there.
Yeah, the watchtower is right here.
Yeah.
That'll probably take you about 3 or 4 hours to get to the watchtower on horseback. You guys are going to be able to move fairly quick. You've gone this route a couple times now, so it's fairly familiar to you.
I mean, I don't know that it'll gain us anything, but it evidently is a rendezvous point for the bandits.
Yes.
I was just gonna see if anybody happened to be there.
Sure. So we have Marcus in the front. Jerian, are you doing any special scouting, or are you with Marcus up at the lead, or
I'm up at the front with Marcus.
okay? So if you want to head towards the watchtower, you tell me how close you want to get. Do you want to walk?
Well,
You want to go right up to it? Do you want to?
well, we're familiar with the lay of it now, I guess, with
Yes.
cover, etc. So I would think that we would get up to the point where we're still in cover, but we can at least
All right.
see if there's anybody there.
All right. So we're gonna say that with that in mind. Let's see here. You're probably, with Jerian's eyesight and his skills, you're probably maybe 100 yards off from the tower. You can kind of see it above, a little bit above the tree levels, a little bit from where you're at, and he still has kind of eyes on it. From where you're at, it seems to be quiet. You don't see any movement at the watchtower.
You guys want to creep up or ride by?
I'd say we just ride by. I was more interested to see if there were um, if it had been reoccupied, because last time we were there we saw the ogres and the others and the Hubban orcs. So if we don't see all of them,
Yeah, see
then
if you as you guys are looking at it, it looks pretty much the same way you saw before. You're not seeing anything around it. You're not hearing any of those orcs that were kind of practicing around it last time, or being to meet up with Captain Slaughter.
I say we keep going. Then
Okay. Yes.
it kind
All
of
right,
satisfies my curiosity.
Yeah.
all right. So you guys keep cruising. You go south of the watchtower. You cross over the pass. Um,
Time of day is it now?
2 hours. Now you're getting to be where it's 6 o'clock. If you hightail it, you probably can make it to the complex.
To the fort?
To the complex, to the cave.
The
Not quite to the
cache.
fort. The cache. The remember the cave complex? Is that where you guys were heading, or you guys want to go right to the? You wanna go
No, no, the cave complex is fine.
okay. Yeah, because that would be a longer haul going to the Northwick Fort. So you
Yeah.
guys keep cruising, and Jerry and DeMarcus, give me a wisdom roll.
All right. I can make this do what I want. Wisdom.
Sir Marcus, you put your hand up to stop. Uh, you're a little concerned ahead, about 50 yards or so from your vantage point. Uh, it seems like there might be a small scene of a battle that took place ahead of you. You're thinking you see some bodies or something along those lines.
Well, we should probably dismount and go up there, check it out.
Yep.
Okay, you get closer.
Spread out in
S-
arrowhead
We'll say you're
formation.
within 20 yards.
Okay. Sir Marcus does not dismount, by the way.
Okay.
What he
So
said.
Marcus, do you approach the scene on horseback all the way, or do you hold back? How close do you get?
Caden has his bow covering
Okay.
Sir Marcus.
So Marcus, you look down, and you recognize that it's one of the Carbostan soldiers and probably four of the prisoners that are dead.
No.
That's what you find in this immediate area.
Hmm.
The
See if it,
Carboscan soldier does not have his armor on or any of his weapons.
so we look around for a cause.
Yeah, see if there's any
Any
tracks
evidence?
leading away or.
Can we tell roughly? Has it been a couple of days?
Yeah, it's been at least a couple days.
Okay.
If they left right away, they probably were there the first evening, and it looks like some of them kind of shuffled off because there are tracks, but one group didn't make it.
Mm,
I don't know
okay.
if they split or what.
Look like they got eaten or stabbed or.
Looks like they were pummeled somehow
Oh,
and partially eaten. So you're not finding like slash marks from weapons and such like that.
Do we smell
Uh,
any of the? Do we smell any of the
no,
birds?
you don't smell the birds. You don't smell that disgorging of
Uh,
stomach material.
Maybe ogres with clubs.
yep. I'm gonna
Could have been. It looks like the bodies are pretty crushed. Somebody
track
was
the
interested enough to take the armor though too.
Yeah.
track the other group that shuffled off. Let's go that way.
All right. So you start following that group. You get you get the feeling that they must have made it because they seem to move pretty quick, and you track them for a while, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. They don't veer off. It looks like as if they're trying to follow the same path back that you guys took out to this location.
Well, I'm gonna mount back up, and then
All right.
do we need to stop at the complex? Were you guys picking something up?
Yeah, so let's see here. We have, I'll tell you what, I'll just copy it and put it in Discord. This is what's at the Fort Cache.
Well, yeah, this is not the fort though.
Oh yeah,
This is the cave.
yeah.
that
This
you
is the
guys
cave complex. This is storage for the roadhouse. But yeah,
Right.
yeah, we didn't make it to the fort where the cache
The fort
is.
would be the fort would be a farther
Yeah, the fort's where the coin
track.
is.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
we're not gonna be able to pick that up.
Yeah,
No,
so if you're on
we'll
the
leave
same
it.
map, the fort's here, and you guys are heading right here.
Okay. Is the bag of holding? Is that what's got the stuff at the caves,
Um,
or do we have anything in the caves?
no, the caves do not have anything in it. You guys had cleared that out.
We didn't. Okay, so
You were
so
mainly
there.
using that for a place to stay. It's dry. You can actually build a fire in there, and it ventilates fairly well.
Okay, I just saw storage on the when I hovered over it, so I was curious. Okay.
Well, that's what the roadhouse used to use it for storage. Have they reestablished that, or they leery of that currently?
You know that Bull is interested in using it again, but he thinks the site's probably compromised now that someone has been there.
Yeah.
If you killed everyone and took care of everyone, then he doesn't have to worry about it. But he's kind of watching it to see if it becomes reactivated. Last time you went there, you did not find any new activity.
Yeah. It's good to keep an eye on it because particularly because it's so close to the roadhouse.
So what we're gonna say is we're gonna say it's 8 p.m. and you guys made it to the cave. I'm gonna throw you on here, and to make it easier, I think I'll just turn some lighting on here so you guys can kind of make your way around.
Oh, yes.
So you guys are outside. There's your entrance. And I think you guys want to probably stay the night, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Are we gonna camp? I think one time before we kind of camped in this square area at the entrance, right?
Yeah, that entrance area is covered. It's
Yeah,
kind of
we've
a
got
squared
horses.
out. Yeah, you
Probably
could stay
keep 'em
there.
close.
One time you guys camped all the way deep inside, way
In the
back in
secret
the
door, yeah,
yeah.
this secret chamber.
So you guys can set up wherever you want. It doesn't seem as if there's any activity here. You don't notice any tracking as you approach. You don't see any lighting coming from inside.
I would I would think that maybe some of us should just kind of take a quick walk down in there so
Yeah.
that we can report to Bull about the status of this place, and
Okay.
um, we should probably have people like every 40 feet or so that no one ever gets out of sight, and that if we need to, we can all rush in to take care of a threat.
Yeah, and we can theater the mind that. So you take about an hour. You guys kind of cascade all through these halls, and as far as you're concerned, there's no movement. There's no issues that you see. It also doesn't look like Bull or any of his uh, transporters have been back to restock it. So it looks like it's not being used, but it's also not active. So we'll say 9 p.m.
Let's set some watches.
So, John, I don't know if you heard before we got to this complex,
Yeah.
you did? Okay.
Yeah. I've been listening. I've just been on the phone.
I got you.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's
so Marcus's horse saved 5 horses from his leadership. Pretty good.
Oh,
Does his horse get XP for that?
get
He
a
got
Scooby.
he gets XP for that. He gets a Scooby treat. All right, so I'm camping outside in this square area.
yes?
Okay. And let's go to the character sheet. First watch. I've got Caden,
Marcus?
Gundar. Okay. Oh, Marcus. Okay.
Yep, I'll be on my horse. I'll be walking a patrol.
Gundar maybe second.
Yeah, I'll
Rufus
take
second.
middle watch is my infravision.
Sure.
Okay. And then Jerian and Legus third.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So let's see. All right. So you guys are kind of resting for the night. First, second watch. Third watch. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a full rest. Oh, did anybody want to cast any spells prior to the full rest?
Oh yeah, I should use up
Yes.
my
I
healing.
think
Yeah, I'm going to cast a cure light on
a little
myself.
damaged. Yeah, Legus, Trantis, and Rufus.
Okay, I will give Rufus a heal. And myself.
Oh, nice.
You know what? While we're here, while we're doing this, I will cast detect magic on all the stuff that we brought out from the pit.
Okay. So stuff in your inventory there?
Yes. And then the party sheet.
Yeah. Nothing really glows. There's no detecting of magic. You do have the ingots with you. You've had a chance to talk about your sword a little bit there with Gundar, and you come to the conclusion that basically you've got a non-magical longsword Trantis, but it
Okay.
does have the bonus of a +1 to hit and a +1 damage just because of the craftsmanship on it.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Like a masterwork.
Exactly, it's a masterwork, and it's also made with the right type of steel that allows masterwork weapons to be created.
Nice.
So you guys,
Oh, so it's the same as those ingots. So those ingots could be made into masterwork weapons.
correct, if you get the right craftsman.
Oh, nice.
And if he has access to what he would need is he needs hard coal. He needs to get a really you would need a hot fire for that to be worked. And if you have both of those, there's a chance he could work it for you. Let's give you guys a overnight rest. It's the next morning. Now it's off to the roadhouse, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll give Legus a
Correct.
heal before we hit the road.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Didn't
He was
waste
down
anything.
5. He was down 5, and he needed 5.
Nice. Thank you.
Well done. All right. So you guys travel, and you guys make it to the roadhouse.
Cool. Let's
Nice.
report in. A lot to update about. We saw Slaughter and we got the relics. Oh yeah, talk to Brother Frost about the relics.
Well, let's see let's see if the who made it back.
Oh yeah, good point.
All right, so I'll give you just the inn scene. So that's the roadhouse. There's obviously a stir that you guys are back, which is good. They're kind of whoa. You guys obviously you left with one horse and came back with more. Isn't that awesome? You make your way into the tavern, and as regular operating procedure, normally Bull realizes that you guys are going to be hungry, you're going to be thirsty. Gives you guys times to decompress a bit here, and when you're ready, he'll ask the roadhouse to be pretty much cleared, and then you can bring him up to speed on what you've done and what you've learned.
Nice.
And if you're ready, he's ready to listen. So whoever wants to chime in, the more detail, the better the report, the better the corresponding rewards back. So
Why don't we start from the watchtower?
Yes.
okay, and he does have Brother Frosk sit in. He also has the Smithy sit in as well. He trusts both of them.
Okay.
So we'll tell Bull that we learned that the watchtower seems to be a meeting place between, at least it was, between the orcs, the Hobane orcs, and Slaughter and his group. We did see Slaughter.
And he brought prisoners from Bortensky.
Yes.
Did the rest make it back?
Um, 2 Carboskins and what did I say? 5 prisoners.
Okay. That's
Well,
unfortunate.
Something.
Yep.
that's all that's left. Then
And that what's it called here? The pit of endless toil
Mm.
we think is cleared out, and we've taken we took out all of the, I guess is that be Slaughter's men that were there?
I think so.
Brigands?
Well, they were the slavers,
Yes. Right.
and they I think they were working with the hag from the Witch Fens because she made an appearance and warned us and threatened us, tried to scare us off.
That apparently our efforts were in vain or something like that.
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah.
And that's when I think Bull asked, did you see the hag? Did you encounter her?
It was. We think it was an image, a projection of her.
Can someone describe her?
Francis describes as he saw her at the desk.
like a mother-in-law,
Yeah.
always complaining and crapping on you.
And sending dogs after you. So you kind of describe her. Let's see. I think I have a image of her.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was going back up. I think you showed an image of her earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
was.
I
I
don't
remember.
what
Might have
what
been
I-
in the invite though.
Yeah, I think it was in the invite. Oh wait, here. I think I called it something else. Yeah. So
I've got it.
Ooh,
So you
there
so,
she.
Unidentified
Yeah.
on my
so
side.
you describe that to her, to him.
Yes.
Hmm. That's not the hag.
That's not the hag.
No, that might be one of her minions that
Oh,
does some of her bidding.
Oh, okay.
She's got this group of and Bull kind of looks at Brother Frost and he kind of shrugs his shoulders. Call them what you will.
The
I
coven.
call them little witches.
Oh,
Coven.
But they're powerful on their own, and they've been given a lot of latitude. So maybe this is one of her lieutenants or someone that was doing something. What was her message to you? Was there a
Uh,
message to you, or was there? I mean, you said she came in an imagery, or
yeah. She said
she
we'd already lost and our efforts were in vain.
said that we failed our corrupt religion that sent us, and we failed the Duke. Uh, oh, you know what? She said the strength and influence of Relatina continues to grow.
all right, yeah, yeah, that's the hag. So she must be doing her bidding. So okay, all right. So he's just taking these notes and he's kind of talking to Frosk. Um,
This may help you, Bull. And Legus pulls out all of the parchment, the ledgers.
ah,
This is what we were able to find as far as their detail on the operation.
okay. So he takes a look at it. Yeah, it looks like a ledger for sure. He'll have he's gonna have someone take a look at this. So you got ledgers and you got parchment. When you saw Slaughter at the watchtower, was he alone? Was he with a group?
It was with a
He was with
group.
a group.
Okay,
I'm trying to remember if
just
Wasn't
might
there
give
like
me.
3 of them or something on horses?
They had as many as 7 or 8, but you think his lieutenants might have been with him,
Yeah, the magic user and
right? And he kind of he kind of holds this up and says, if it just reminds you,
yeah.
because if you say those, yes, those are them. That's Slaughter and his 2 lieutenants.
Yeah.
She's some kind of a mage, caster, and the other one is just fighter, something or other that just brings in the bad help, so to speak. Brings in the red shirts.
Underboss.
All right, so he's writing his notes down. Anything else on the pit?
Well, we recovered the artifacts of Vanium from Hortensky, and I'll set those
Oh,
out.
well, we're gonna have to send you right to the temple to return those.
Yeah, that was the plan.
It will be my honor.
That's excellent. And he, of course, pours another round of that Blue Lightning whiskey for everyone because it's
oh,
a special occasion. So Brother Foss looks at Trantis. I said, I notice you're sporting a very loose fitting breastplate there. Udru, can we do something for this?
Oh yes, the
Can
smith.
we
Yeah.
refit? What? How did you come by that?
Well, my armor got destroyed.
Oh, that must have been some blow for it to be destroyed.
Well, it was acid.
Oh, excellent.
Those things,
Oh, did we?
So you must have saved some for
Did we?
for
We
the
didn't
mace.
collect any, did we?
Oh,
Oh
Frosco. What?
no! Darn it!
oh well.
Have to get it for next time. Or we're in the heat of it, and I'd forgotten about the
No,
rod of
understandable,
bones.
but I'll tell you this: acid that does eat armor would probably be strong enough to take care of it.
Ah,
Because you
yes.
notice that that ant acid was not strong enough. It just made you guys kind of sick and coughing and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
anything that can affect armor would probably be strong enough.
Ah, yes. Ah. I'm ashamed
Anything
that I
else?
didn't think of that.
How did you find the relics? Were they with the image of the hag, or
They were deeper in the pit.
Yes, the Duragar had them,
oh, oh, that's good. And
and
how'd you convince them?
well, I negotiated with the leader of the Duragar, and we traded um, a magical mace in return for the relics.
Felt it was
And
well worth getting the relics returned.
the Durgar were riding spiders as well, quite large ones. And
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we would have survived that battle because there were a lot of them.
Especially if you were in their environment, it probably would have
Yes.
been a tough battle.
So we came to sort of an agreement between I don't know, men of honor, I suppose. Perhaps if Durgar have honor, that they would not broach the surface, and we would not come down into their caves.
Hmm. He looks at
And
Frost, and Frost kind of nods like an improvement. And
they,
Udru says, "I
yeah,
would have destroyed him, but
Huh.
they do not have they did not have any more prisoners or anything like that the slavers had been giving to them.
okay, all right."
You know, one interesting thing. Uh, we continue to hear about the small mother, and even Slaughter himself referenced the small mother. We overheard as he was at the watchtower negotiating with the Hobanes to pick up the slaves and go to the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this Relatina?
Yeah, Bull looks at Frost and Udru as well. More likely than not, because I don't think it's referencing this kind of lieutenant witch that you saw. Um, it probably is her.
That's what I'm thinking.
Um, that is concerning that she's either attracting troops or she's building something or she's using materials from sounds like there's materials moving to and from her.
Mhm.
They did reference that they are building. I think one of the prisoners that we got, one of the orcs or gnolls, I can't recall which, but they referenced that a small or a fort that was being built.
Yes. We know that, yes, remember I think the Knoll, they recall the Knoll said the same thing, that there was some stone fort being created. Um, but if they're working with, I mean, do you mention anything else that you found in the pit?
Yes. Legus,
I'd-
Legus would mention that we found these cylindrical metal balls, a gold, a silver, and a bronze ball, and they seem to be some sort of key. As you put them in in another wall in another room, and then we also found a room. I don't know if it was a portal or what, but
Well, those
oh,
keys made it accessible, right?
yeah, I shudder to think of it. We encountered a demon of some sort who entreated us to serve him
or release
come with
him. To
and
release,
release him. That's
yeah.
right.
So Bull looks down at the bottle of whiskey and like, is this a little too strong for you guys?
No,
You're
that
talking,
is what happened.
you're talking demons now. So Frost is kind of thinking about it. He asks you some questions about. He kind of asks you some questions about the place you were at. Just kind of describe to him the layout of what you saw in that cavern.
Well, there was
If you
like
can.
a maze of doors, and you could only open one set of doors at a time, and then they kind of converged and got smaller and smaller. So we navigated through those. I think that took us to one of the rooms with the keys. Once we put all the globes in place, and these globes would get heavier as you would try and take them out of the area.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so until you couldn't even you could not remove them from the pits, basically, because once you went to a certain point, they became unmanageable to carry. And so we worked our way through to the different places where the orbs went and put them in, and that's when it opened up access to this area that the demon was trapped. And yeah, he had some enchantment magics that almost convinced us to release him, but
Mm.
fortunately we didn't, because I think it might have been our doom.
Was there
Yeah.
anything unique about this underground area? Any theme or um he's trying to think of some he's trying to think.
The,
Where was there the Beltar? Was the Beltar symbology there? Or,
Yeah, you saw snakes and serpents and different imagery on that
We had
first level.
we got these green emeralds that came out of the statues.
Oh,
out of the eyes?
Yes,
so you've got this.
and that bag of 100 red gems. I don't know if that's from the same
I
place.
think that's from the pits. The 100 gems.
right.
Now remember, you guys took 100 gems.
Yeah.
If you
Oh, there were
recall.
more.
There was boxes and boxes of those gems.
Yeah.
Yes, these seem to be a byproduct of whatever it is the mining process, and evidently the mining process is amongst stone, I guess. But well, here's an ingot of one of the
Yeah, we
things
found these ingots too. Yes.
I mean, you pull an ingot out and you
Yeah.
show it, and
The Urdu.
Udru says, oh. You meshed steel? Where did you find this? What did you, where?
in the pit. There's more.
Oh.
We couldn't bring them at all.
Well, actually, the other ingots you saw were a different kind of metal, but you definitely did find these 6, but they were kind of hoarded under that in that bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
These
right.
are yeah.
But
These
he
are
said
different.
this is probably the most Umeshti steel I've seen in one spot in a long time.
Hmm.
Um,
And then I show him the sword, and I think the sword is made of the same material.
and yes, he does agree with you. He said that's a very special sword. You
There
you treat that well.
there must have been some devilry there because we ran into a couple of sets of it looked to be fresh undead that it seemed to be some of the prisoners. I don't know what caused them or what made them turn evil like that, but we had to dispatch them.
Well, was one of the slavers a caster, a cleric, a priest?
One of the brigands up top
Yeah.
was a caster.
Yeah. I wonder if he.
You're wearing his plate or
Oh.
his
Well,
breastplate.
Yes.
yeah, and Luggis reaches into his pouch and goes, or one of the pouches and says, "Yeah, he was wearing this symbol. I believe it's of Beltar."
Yeah, yeah. So you're kind of sharing this whole thing. So you got this endless pit. Um, you got these 2 floors. I think you described 2 distinct floors, correct?
Yeah.
And then the pit below. Um, kind of the Beltar theme. Do you share with him anything that you did, Trantis? Because I think you did some things that
Oh,
were kind of special.
yeah, I did a consecration trying to contain the evil of that one shrine to Beltar. Oh, and
Yeah,
then there was the mural that tried to beckon us in.
yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so they're kind of taking all this in. Bull keeps looking at the whiskey, but Frost says, "No, I think they're telling us what they saw." Um,
I
so
do
after
have
some conversation, I think the
holy
realization is
symbol
that
of Beltar I gotta get rid of.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I've got a Beltar unholy symbol I need to get rid of.
Yeah, you do.
Well, throw it up on the counter.
Throw it up on the counter.
Put it with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to like take some bandages or whatever I can, wrap around it and kind of throw it up there and that's it.
But yeah, I've got this leather thong with 3 copper serpent heads too.
Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. More stuff. Anything else? You guys were busy the last week or so.
Yes.
It's been an eventful week.
So I think after you guys talk for about 20 or 30 minutes, I think the conclusion is that this pit area contained some type of a temple to Beltar that was probably used at one time, um, became dormant, and it was being used by the hag and her group, which just happened to be connected to this group of Durgar. So it sounds like you kind of got mixed up into several areas. You had to go through this temple with its trappings, find out where the prisoners went, then negotiated to at least get the relics back.
Oh yeah, and we described that first open area with the red like continual light torch,
Mhm.
and then the piercers, and describe that area and see if maybe Brother Frost has an idea what that used to be.
Well, it sounds like it might have been just kind of a marker for the temple,
Hmm.
either
Yes.
caved in or collapsed.
Yeah.
So
Um,
the Durgar said that or claimed that the slavers came to them, not the other way around.
Hmm.
yeah, I'm guessing
So
they're probably proactively looking for materials like those gems,
Yeah.
because I think they agree that they're probably being used as some kind of a way of paying off the humanoids, thinking that it's some kind of value, some kind of trinkets. You give them a handful and say, "Hey, good job this week."
Like beads.
Almost like like coins and beads, exactly.
Oh,
Uh,
so did the Durgar say what they were trading for the slaves? Was it just the those gems, or was it anything else?
I thought it was metal.
well,
Oh,
you
the
think it was
metal.
the ingots of
Oh, the
metal?
ingots. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to help with armor, military
Yeah.
stuff, weapons, things like that.
Okay.
Things that are kind of hard to come by in the swamp area, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah. We don't
All
need
right.
the humanoids better armed.
No, no. So, wow. Okay, that was pretty eventful there. Anything else to share?
We took out that
If we remember anything else, I'm sure we'll.
scouting group.
Oh, yeah. Uh, that, and then also as we were getting ready to leave, we tracked, or Rufus tracked the about 5 or 6 ogres out of the caves, and they had huge backpacks on that seemed to weigh them down tremendously. We were thinking it was either stone or more of these ingots that they were carrying, but we couldn't see. We weren't in a position to attack them at that minute.
after
And there were
Oh,
2 carrion birds. Also, there were carrion birds flying around the pit or the entrance to the pit. It seemed to be at all times.
Mm. So it sounds like there is a way into the pit from the top and way out some other way.
Yes,
All right.
a small stream.
Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, because he mentions that carrion birds have been harassing the roadhouse on occasion, and they took one out last week sometime. So they're getting a little bit more aggressive as they're doing their scouting.
Mm.
Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Well, we'll say job well done, and we'll give you some XP for all that.
Nice.
Oh, I think I'm ready to train as,
Oh,
as I
yes.
am now.
I can as well.
Nice.
Let's see who can train now. Legis,
Legacy train.
Jarian,
Nice.
Trantis, Gundar. Not Rufus. He just did shortly. He's coming. Oh wait, yeah, Rufus too. Not Caden and Sir Marcus. So yeah.
Sweet.
Um, why don't we go ahead and do that? Because Gundar is looking at your breastplate there, Trantis, and he says I can fix that for you, friend.
Oh, that'd be great. It's
So
interfering with my ability to fight.
yeah, I see that. So I'm just gonna take that effect off.
Cool.
So if you guys are gonna train, you're gonna be there for a week anyway. So
Is there
let's.
is there a composite bow here?
Why? Why did somebody lose the composite bow?
Legus Legus flexes and says, "I broke mine in half."
Ah, it must have been hit by some nasty weapon. Yeah, I think we can
If
find you. Just add a composite bow to your
okay.
inventory.
Uh,
Why don't we
okay.
go ahead and have you guys level up?
Okay, cool.
Cool.
How does
George,
that
how are
work?
you doing hit points for fourth level?
For
Just
fourth
so
now
we
is
know.
just fantasy ground just applies them to you. Okay,
How do
for
we do
fourth
that?
level.
Do I drag
Just
across the class again?
drag your class right.
Okay.
So let's try one to start with. Let's have one person start. Why don't you start, John, with Sir Marcus? We'll see how that works.
Yeah, it's given me the old roll hit points thing. Hmm, Okay, better than
Yeah.
nothing. Okay, add it up to my BTH and all that.
Okay, and let's see. Do you get a?
Get an advantage until sixth level.
Okay, sixth. All right. Anything else to change for Sir Marcus?
I don't think so.
Let's see your fourth. Does anything kick in?
No, not
No,
till
you got
fifth.
right. You got emboldened. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All
Couple
right,
of more hit points. Very good.
yeah,
Um,
we start rolling higher.
let's go with Jarian.
So I go to classes under character and then open it
Yeah.
up.
Just drag a ranger over.
I'm not finding the ranger. I can't find.
It might be on the second page.
Scroll down. There's a whole bunch of them. You see ranger there. Player's handbook.
Um,
Classes.
2/3 of the way down.
Yeah.
Unless your modules aren't open.
let me check the modules.
Yeah, check that because if you're using a new computer, it might have.
Not
Yep.
loaded.
Yeah, they're not loaded. So which ones do I load? All of them?
Yeah, you could probably Castle Keeper's Guide, Player Companion,
Player's
Player's
handbook.
Handbook. Make sure you click on that Players Always Roll Low extension.
Yeah, I got that one.
I added that, and you guys, unfortunately, you guys clicked on it, yes, on it, so apparently it's working. So now, Lee, I got to remember how Legis works.
I am too. I'm looking for that right now.
Yeah, look for that because I think
we
I
got it
think
figured
you.
out.
I know. I think you get. You go to. It's in the spreadsheet. We'll do you last.
Yeah, and I think I put it in a private message to you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the sheet will handle multi-class.
Well,
Quite.
it's
quite
that
as
half.
elegant.
It's that half class one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag
We're kind of jerry
Ranger.
rigging it.
I didn't do anything.
I don't think there's any choice. It's not really made to
Right.
yet anyway.
Drag Ranger to Ranger. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Just drag it to your sheet, right to where it says Ranger.
Didn't do anything.
Oh, hang on. I'll do it for you. Let's see.
Let me try again here.
Oh, wait a minute. New class does not match current class.
It might have been dragged from the old player's handbook, or you might have the wrong player's handbook open.
I got the new one.
Yeah, but the character might have been made from the old one.
Oh, brother. Oh, that's great. Okay, hang on a second. Please hold. Let me open up the.
Got the class loader popped up, but please select the desired level.
Oh, that's what
Oh, did you get it to
that's
work?
what you're
Okay.
supposed to get.
Yeah, you're going up to 4th. See what happens. Boom.
Goes from 13th to
Oh, wait.
24th.
Oh no.
Okay, you've got the extended levels one from
Yeah.
from the Castle Keeper's Guide, players, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Let me try something again here. Oh, there we go.
now it says 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a D10. Oh, nice.
Nice.
9 plus your con of 1, so 10 more. 34. Very good. Let's see. Message of the day. Nope, no advantage. So you're good.
All right.
Trantis.
Okay. Works. Okay.
I think it's a D8.
Okay, George, there you go.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
And a kind of so 9 more. Did you already add that?
No, I haven't added it.
That goes automatically.
Oh,
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it did because I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had 18. So yeah.
Very good. All right, would you put it in the chat?
I put it in the general tab.
General.
Okay. You start on the left side with principal class, which would be fighter. So fighter 4.
Oh, yeah.
Cross-reference with the top
Yeah.
support class. It's a D8 retired. You add the two together and divide it by the number of classes, which is 2. Then round in the direction of the principal fighter class, which is a D10. So I need to roll a D10 and a D8, right?
And then stand on your left foot and point north and hold your hand
Yeah.
up over your head.
All
So
right.
you're going to be a fighter 4.
Cleric 2. Okay, that ain't great.
Well, 3. And then that's 4.
2
Divided by 2.
I got 2 hit points.
2, and then any con.
My con is 14, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
Plus 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So I got 3 hit points.
3. Yeah.
Nice.
Now,
Well, it's better than 1.
Better than 1. So you can change it
So,
to
but I'm gonna drag fighter 4 over though,
okay.
right? I'm gonna do that. Hang on a second. Glasses.
And Georgia, you click on the roll HP button, and then so it won't roll.
Okay. Fighter. Oh yeah, see it says warning, blast again. I wonder if it's because I got the new one opened. Try dragging fighter over if you could, Lee. See what
Okay.
happens.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Fighter player's handbook. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Let me see.
Hang on just a second.
Well, you think the additions wouldn't matter, but I guess it does.
You just drag it right onto the
Yeah,
the
where it says
class, right?
fighter/cleric. Yeah, just drop it on there. Just drop the bullet, the little brown little box.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Uh-uh.
All right, let me see if I can activate the old player's handbook.
Yeah. You can just do it manually.
Well, I have to do the things anyway, right?
I can
Yeah.
change to level 4
Yeah,
on the far right.
yeah. Then your basic to hit that goes up to 4. Cleric. Your spellcaster level's now 2.
Did that change it? Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just changed that, and then for
Oh,
cleric,
you get another spell.
yeah, cleric. Let's see. You're getting your cleric. It should be 4/2.
It goes to 4-2.
Well, you have a wisdom though, 16. So you've got 3/2. So I think you're 4/3.
4/3.
4-3. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I just changed that.
Yep.
Oh
And
my!
then your new XP is now 19,501 for the next level.
Oh yeah, it didn't change my spells and didn't increment my caster level when I leveled.
Hmm.
So how many should I have, George?
Cleric, you should at 4th level have 4, 0, 3, and 2. Unless you got a bonus for your wisdom, which you probably do.
Yeah, I have 16 wisdom. So how many does that give me? A
5, 4, and 3.
5, 4, and 3. Okay,
It's very good.
nice.
And then the rest of yours is pretty good then,
Yeah,
Bandis?
yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Oh, Gundar,
Yep.
the fighter. Let's see if that drags over for you.
Oh, very nice.
boom.
Nice.
Love it.
Gundar is
Wow.
okay. Gundar's up front.
41 hit points. All right.
Nice.
I think that's everybody, right? Everyone that's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need you to change. I need you to change
Oh.
my hit points to 31.
Okay. Legacy. 31. All right.
Okay.
Well done. That was you guys did a lot of exploring there.
All
You
right.
turned up a lot of stuff.
Here's the what if.
Oh man.
What?
It would have been it
Now,
would have been 5.
but
Yeah.
let me ask you something. I thought, let's go back to your character sheet.
Mhm.
If you see on that, wait, let me open it up. I thought because each level you're going up, each time you're going up either a fighter or a fighter and a cleric or a fighter, correct? Right. So next level at fifth, you're only going up a fighter, correct?
So
Not a.
I'll roll a d10.
See, I put in there roll d10 for each level.
Well,
See where I put that next to move? I thought we agreed on that, that we just have you roll a d10. Because
maybe we
it's not,
did. Maybe we did.
because where did you start with hit points with this one? How many did
Tw-
you add? Did you?
I had 28.
All right, roll a d10.
Well, I just did. I rolled a 1.
Well, but
I
you were just re-rolling for the two of them, right? You re-rolled both.
Oh man, you almost another one.
I'm good with 31. I'll
All
just
right,
leave
you're
it there.
good.
Yeah.
But I think in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
future, when you get to 19502, we're just going to have you roll a d10 then, and you'll go up a fighter. And then the next level, you go up a fighter and a cleric. You just do a d10. Make it easier instead of doing adding them and dividing. If that's okay, if that's
I
up to
s-
you.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
No,
All right.
no problems with me.
Let's see. More importantly, it looks like the group is sitting pretty good with hit points now. All right. So you guys are still back at the. We'll say it's a week later. So let me go ahead and advance a full week. Week just seems to fly by.
Hmm.
And Trantis, your armor has been repaired or fixed so now it fits nice and snug.
Good.
No more minus this.
So I asked around to the party if they would accompany me to take the artifacts or to the
Absolutely.
temple by the river.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Temple by the river.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm guessing you guys, yeah, if you guys need food and stuff like that, rations, it's provided by Bull. You've been doing a lot of work for him, a lot of heavy lifting. Uh, Brother Frost would like to talk to Trantis um, on a separate channel.
Okay.
Let's jump over. So this mace is giving us trouble.
Oh, it's what's happening with it?
Well, there seems to be a bit more of a menace. I've had to turn away some undead.
Okay, so
Uh,
it's attracting them.
it's starting to attract some undead, and Bull's not necessarily aware of it. I've been taking care of it at this point. He's got enough on his mind at this juncture.
Okay.
Um, I thought maybe you could take it with you to the temple and see if they could do something about it.
Okay.
If anything, at least throw them off. But you're probably going to be, well, for lack of a better term, you're probably going to be attracting unwanted spirits and things
Oh,
as you
yes.
travel now.
Okay, well, my companions are stout of heart
Okay.
and of arm, so we should be able to handle it as we go.
All right. So he's taken all the bits and he's placed it into a kind of a metal container. Um, he had the inside of it kind of lined with lead. He doesn't know if that's going to help at all,
Yeah.
but he did that anyway.
Okay.
Um, so let's see. Let me go to your character sheets. Inventory. So let me add a coffer. It's going to have a weight of 1. So it's going to be, I don't know if we want to keep it your backpack, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna want to recharge my consecration kit. I'm there.
So let's say go ahead while you did that, while you guys were training, go ahead and recharge that to 2 full charges.
Okay. Cool.
And the breastplate, I will take off this -1 to hit in the text here. So you're good to go. All right. Okay. Any
Thank you.
questions on? So uh, acid for sure. If you maybe if you're carrying it with you,
Yeah.
you can maybe it'll work because it'll be with you. Then you can get rid of it right there, or
Yeah.
perhaps Kirill, the high level cleric from Vanya, maybe he can suggest some other things too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the group.
Okay.
All right. So Brother Frost will leave you to the group. You guys are there on your own. You guys can talk out what you want to do or what your next steps are. I guess it's to the temple, right?
I
Yes.
think so.
Go to the temple.
Let's see. We have 5 horses total, or
There's,
6 horses total.
well, there's 5 riding horses and Marcus's horse.
Are we able to get another horse since we
Uh,
7 of us?
Actually, what because of your duty and what you've been doing, they're letting you keep the 5 you found.
Oh, okay.
Normally, the 5 would be confiscated and sent to Dromandrus to be used for the army.
Well,
But
we'll just double up. We'll just double up
right,
then. It's only 1 horse.
right.
Okay.
All right. So back to the travel map.
All right.
So the travel, you would be traveling pretty much across like so. All right.
Okay.
Right. So you guys leave in the morning. You start traveling. Let's see, 2 dozen carrion birds. No, just kidding. As you start getting closer to where you feel the temple is, you kind of notice the shape, kind of on a hill. You kind of see the silhouette of the temple. It's a 2-story temple.
Have we been
Uh,
here before?
No,
Um,
I don't think so. Have
I
we?
don't think you guys have been here, but you
No.
kind of know a little bit about the top of the temple. It mainly has it's got a great room in the middle, in the front there, kind of a grand ballroom. It's got a garden area uh, where it's kind of in honor to Vanium, where a lot
Okay.
of the ceremonies take place. It's a very simple bedroom kitchen setup for the younger clerics and the senior cleric. The key is that it's got about a 50-foot tower, which kind of gives a nice view of the whole area from that location.
And this temple was attacked previously. That's where they got the relics.
No, that's
no.
a Bertensky temple.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bortensky had a smaller temple that's been destroyed, and the relics were taken from Bortensky, and that's why the concern from uh, Kirill, the cleric,
Gotcha.
that's the one that cured the two characters that got poisoned or diseased from that carrion bird.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to say you guys just make your way up, and you guys are at the temple.
Cool.
Seems to be a little bit of security around the temple. You see a couple of clerics, young clerics, just kind of walking the grounds, the main front area, and kind of actually all the way around. They see you approaching. You pick out Trantis,
Yeah.
hail him.
I walk forward and I ask to speak to the head priest.
May I inquire as to the meeting, or who is requesting such an honor?
I am Trantis, and he and my friends have retrieved the relics from Bortensky.
Oh. Yes, yes. He actually kind of loses himself and almost is like shaking. Oh, relics from Bartensky. Yes. So he walks you up the front main gates or the main stairs into the main ballroom there, the great room. And let's see if I've got a. Yeah, I think we could use this. 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, let me throw you guys in here. Oops. Oh, hello. Second. Right. You guys are kind of in this main foyer here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, John's going to be AFK for a bit, so I can run Marcus.
Okay. Well, I will defer to Trantis on this.
Yeah, go ahead and take the lead. I'm good at outside stuff.
So
No.
let's give you someone to talk to.
Okay.
We've got this.
I'll lay out the relics on Is there a table or something?
Well, this young woman, this little deacon, kind of invites you in.
Oh,
Come into
okay.
the main hall. Oh, geez, let me just unlock everything. So she kind of comes into the main hall up to the main altar.
Where would you like me to place the relics?
Place them up on the altar, if you would. That would be a nice nice gesture.
Okay, I will do so.
And then Kirill walks in. You remember meeting him at one time when he cured some of your folks, and he's just putting his hands up and looking at the sky and praise this group for bringing back the relics.
Was
Tell
our
me your s-
honor.
Tell me your story.
Well, we headed up to the north by the south of the Witch Fens, and we saw a prisoner exchange. And it was Captain Slaughter brought some of the prisoners from Bortensky, and we were able to rescue some. But on our first attempt, we weren't able to get the relics. So because we were hard pressed in the battle, and we called for parley. We tried to rescue as many people as possible, and then we tracked them afterwards to the pit of endless toil, and went down and searched for them for days, looking for access to the pit and fighting the slavers that were ensconced there. And then we found the pit, explored, and found the relics. Fortunately, there were no more survivors, and we had to make a trade with the Duragar so that we could get out with the relics. I had to trade a enchanted mace, but it was well worth it to make sure these are kept in the rightful hands.
Well, Kirill is amazed by the story. He's saddened by the loss of the prisoners. He appreciates the sacrifices that the group has taken on to return these. He kind of walks up to Trantis and says along the lines that you're a real boost to the church.
I'm but
Done
Vanium's
a great
humble
thing.
servant.
So he invites you all into the garden area for a ceremony celebrating Trantis and the party's accomplishments. So I think we can head out this door. Well, actually, let me just put you guys in there.
Time for a garden party.
Yeah.
I went to a garden party. Oh, they're like kicking in an old Ricky Nelson song, right?
That's right.
All right. So, Kirill gathers all the different acolytes around, has you kind of the center, and it's kind of a ceremony that he's going through. But in the end, he considers you a protector of the church, and that's a great honor. He asks you to approach that fountain in the middle, and
Okay.
there's a ladle in that. There's a ladle,
Okay.
and he asks you to take a drink of the fountain.
Okay, I will do so. Is he just asking me, or is he?
Oh, you're just asking
Expecting
Trantis.
Okay, I do
The
so.
other ones are not even. They're not even seeing kind of what you're doing. They're like, they don't really see a ladle.
Oh,
They
okay.
just kind of see you going you're like scooping, but they're not sure what you're doing. They
Huh.
heard to scoop the water, but it's something that you're kind of like in a soft glow with Kirill.
Huh. I look at Jerry and I'm like,
I feel Vanium's presence.
You
what's
do.
happening to Trantis?
I think he ate some mushrooms.
An initiation. Turn your heads. No.
Yeah, they start getting naked. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Uh, so you drink from the fountain.
Yes, I do.
So you feel refreshed. And you feel really good about it, and you you kind of feel different. Give me a wisdom roll.
Okay.
You look taller. And female.
Actually, Jerry wants to buy you a drink. No. Yeah, you feel really good. Matter of fact, even though even though you've kind of memorized your spells for the day, for some reason you feel like maybe you're one short.
Hmm.
You've been bestowed one extra first level spell by Vanium
Oh, nice.
for your sacrifice
Very nice.
and for returning the relics.
Ooh, nice. Cool.
All right, so I think I updated that to 5 now for first level.
Yeah.
Legacy turns around and is like, come on, taxes.
I just keep paying taxes all the time. What the heck? So he says you've got the run of the temple, food, drink. It's even comfortable to sleep out here in the garden area if you so desire. Rest.
I like it out here.
Any so Legacy will ask Kirill, any news regarding the bandits?
Well, no news on the bandits per se.
How has the
Kirill
security
wrote-
of the temple been? I've been concerned because you're close to this front.
Well, that's yeah. So you can see in Kirill's eyes that he just has this, just despises this Captain Slaughter, and if he can be brought to justice, that would be probably second on his bucket list after getting the relics back. He's got some concerns. We've sent some scouts out. There's been some news of humanoids near the temple, much nearer than we want. So it's less of a slaughter issue and more of a humanoids. And that group hasn't come back yet. So either they're doing a very thorough job or something's occurred.
Okay. What direction?
It's unknown. Well, we sent them originally because they're about. You guys are about 2 miles west of the river, so it was kind of south a mile or two, and then just kind of sweeping west and circling all the way around to the north. So if I was to draw kind of a,
It shouldn't be too hard to track.
yeah, so probably north to south, probably west of that, in the western half of that circle, they're kind of scouting around because we have a bit of a view from the tower towards the river. It was really north, northwest, west, southwest.
Yeah, and we know that they've taken Bortensk. So
Yeah.
the,
Could be farther north than that. It could be maybe halfway between there, but there's just been some.
if we struck out to the west and then headed north, good chance we'd
They're on foot.
connect them.
Yes, they were on foot. Yes, actually, he's pretty impressed by the fact that your group is outfitted with as many horses as you have. which is good. They must have been you must have done some great things because the military normally confiscates all horses that are young enough to carry riders. But he says, please feel free to take care of food, drink, rest.
What time is it now?
You traveled. I will say it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It wasn't that hard of a travel from where you came from. You didn't notice any scouting groups as you came in from the west. Nothing stood out. You didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. You just saw that temple up kind of a silhouette and headed right towards it.
What do you think, guys? Maybe rest tonight and start out in the morning?
Works for me.
Yeah, works for me.
Sounds good.
The sooner we get started, the better.
All right. Kirill makes sure he lets you know that they do have some services here they can provide. They've got some curative spells that can help. He can't afford to send anybody out with you because of the danger. But if you are able to come back to the temple, they can take care of some wounds, stuff like that.
We'll keep that in mind.
So it's safe to sleep there. There's no need to check for any wandering monsters or any issues. So it's the next morning. I think you guys are all healed up. No issues there. Yes, let's take care of that right now.
Okay.
We will head to the sidebar.
Okay. I'm speaking to Kirill privately. We found this bone rod that seems to have power over the undead, and we disassembled it, but it's reconstituting itself, and we need to find a strong acid to destroy it.
Yes, he's had a conversation with Frosk. He tells you that, and this is for followers of Vanium, that this temple kind of has a little bit of an aura of protection. So where that the ashes of your bone mace at the roadhouse might have been attracting some attention, having it here at the temple will kind of maybe not neutralize it, but lessen that effect.
Okay.
It's a bit of a aura here, for a little bit of a protection here. Maybe not quite like a sanctuary or anything like that, or consecration, but it does have some effect.
Okay, well that's good. Oh, and could you give me some vessels in case I encounter the acid again, and I can bring that back?
Yeah, actually, you've got those there's vessels to carry. It's on Marcus's horse.
Oh yeah, okay, so we have
So
those
you've
still.
got, I
Okay.
think it's probably the equivalent of almost like a gallon of material it can hold.
Okay, great, perfect.
So yeah. So we could keep it here if you'd like.
I think it would be good if you could keep it here, especially since
Yes.
you're shielded, because we may have enough on our hands without additional undead being drawn to us.
Correct. I agree. And we'll keep it safe as best we can. And if you find anything, if you find a scouting party and can bring them back, locate them, or at least get a report back to me, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, we will do our best.
All right.
So
Gotcha.
pretty good, pretty good.
All right. So it's morning.
Okay, should we head out?
Get the horses ready and let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So let's you can see the pin for Vanium. You guys are kind of like right at that hex line.
Yeah.
You just tell me which hex you want to go into and where you're looking.
Well, we know which way they said they were going to go, right?
Yeah, they said they were heading south, probably right along that word Mandrus, and then they were going to swing west.
So we go that
So
way.
probably like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Let's just kind of follow the
so.
river, and
Okay.
then once we get these hexes are like 5 miles or so or something like that.
Yep. Yep. It's a 5 mile hex.
Then as we get about 5 miles, we'll start. Unless we see anything else, we'll start heading west, I guess.
All
Yeah.
right. So let's guessing Jerian will be in the lead with Marcus. You've got your scouting skills and your tracking. So give me two tracking rolls. All right. So you're tracking. You actually made really good time. You find a spot. You kind of head south. You kind of picked up some tracks. You kind of lost them, but now you found a spot here that's not quite hexes west, where it looks like maybe they had stopped this group, maybe had a little snack or something. You kind of picked up some areas where maybe it was like a little bit of a campsite during the day they stopped.
And is the fire still warm?
No, there was no fire per se, but it just had a look of maybe a
Okay.
bedroll was out, kind of a flattened down area,
Sure.
some milling around. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
So is the grass still beaten down, or is it starting to rise back up?
I was beat down a little bit.
Hmm.
They're definitely not on horseback though.
Let's see if we can catch up with them or
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah, because you guys are making much better time than they are. All right, so give me two more tracking rolls and one wisdom roll.
hold on, I gotta optimize my screen space.
All right, and oh, good wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to put you up here. Um, you were able to still pick up some tracks, but more importantly, um, Jerry, you're picking up the sound of like logging sounds, trees being hacked down, um, some indistinct shouts, fairly deep shouts, but not like words you can hear.
Okay. Is this
Kind
area
of
known for timber or don't know?
unknown.
Okay.
You haven't seen any logging operations so far in the two and a half hexes that you've walked through.
Well, if they're building a fort, maybe they need lots of wood. Should probably check it out.
So start just following the sound as best you can.
Yeah, it's head that way.
Okay. So you head about a mile, kind of in this direction. Not sure why it keeps. You kind of travel this way. Now the whole group can kind of hear it. You hear trees coming down, hacking of branches, perhaps, grunts from dragging. Doesn't sound human to you.
Should we sneak in?
About how far away do you think it is? Do we think it is, rather?
Well, you know you've gotten closer, but with the forest, the sound, it could be it could be 100 yards off. Could be 100 feet off.
Rufus will dismount off the horse with Legacy and say, let me see if I can't sneak up there and see what we see what we can find.
Okay. Is he going on his own? Is
Yeah,
he
I think
doing his
so.
Okay.
So he's going to try to hide and
All right.
move silently,
Okay.
and then he's going to try to yeah, just make his way up there through the grass,
All right.
slowly.
So you'll probably move at half your normal speed, just kind of taking your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the good thing is you can hear them making this ruckus. Doesn't seem to be much of an effort to muffle the sound. You're kind of using the slope as best you can to kind of maneuver, moving up closer. If you come up to a rise, probably using the rise to kind of to look so you don't get seen. You get the distinct impression that some type of a uh, fort, palisade, something is being built. You see at least one Holobane orc with a warg kind of walking what appears to be some type of
Roll.
security walk, just kind of walking back and forth.
Can I get can I even get a gauge on numbers, or is it too uncertain?
Give me a wisdom roll.
Okay.
Give you, I would say that you just kind of stop there and kind of watch. It's a fairly heavy trees in here. Numbers are hard to tell. You've got an orc with at least one warg. You hear enough other voices where there might be 7, might be 10,
Okay.
but there's
That's
definitely a lot of activity going on with this construction, this building, this dragging type of activity.
okay. Okay. I'll start backing away and head back to the group. Once I get back to the group, I'll relay the information that I can't tell quite how many, but there's definitely a guard with a warg, and maybe 6 to 10, maybe even up northwards of 12 to 15. I couldn't quite tell, but they're building some sort of outpost for sure. Seems pretty brazen to do it out here in the middle of this close to the roadhouse and to Mandros. I mean to Vantium. Temple of Vantium.
Do we see any sign of that the scouts went this way?
Yeah, you did see some scout tracks.
The temple might be their next target since they took a Gortensk.
At least where Jerian, I'm sorry, at least Jerian, where you were at, you saw them. Rufus wasn't tracking any, but he was just doing his scouting thing. But well, you know, the humanoid's been getting a bit more brazen. So, and the woods are fairly dense here for seeing, but the sound is distinct.
I say we
Kill them all.
rest. Yeah, we rest and we hit them at first light.
Kill them now.
What time is it now?
Because you only took about, it's probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, I thought it was later than that. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
right.
he was his tracking on horses. He was pretty fast with tracking on horses. The different world now. You guys are on horses.
Do we hit them from multiple angles?
Oh, we need to find what we're looking at here. We could take out the outside security just to mess with them and then run away, or we could try to figure out how many they actually have.
Maybe we take out the warg and the one guard and see how many come out. Then we can I don't know, maybe do a hit and run. I don't know.
Yeah, like gauging the numbers. If there's
Yeah.
a lot of them, then we might want to do hit and run tactics. But if we think we can take them, we could engage them.
They're just orcs.
Hey, good dog.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we're gonna say that you're right about here, and Jurian does point out that there's not a lot of wind down here, but he's telling that the wind is probably going this way at the moment, above and through the forest, not so much at your level. So the wind is going towards the sound, from what you can tell.
Maybe we're circle around and come at them from the east to west rather than west to east, so the wind
Yeah.
doesn't carry our
Yep.
smell.
Yeah, if they've got dogs, we need to swing around.
Okay. You guys swing around to the south.
Sure.
Okay, so you kind of swing like this.
Yep.
Okay. So now you guys are east of this sound, and we'll say you're about 300 yards off. It's still fairly dense. It's not easy to, but the sound carries through it, especially now that the wind is kind of in your face a little bit.
So do we tie the horses off and go from there, or do we take the horses close and keep them?
Now let's tie the horses off. Go on foot.
Yeah,
All right.
got dogs.
Well,
Dogs smell horse.
We might let, like, Sir Marcus's mount is able to keep the horses safe. We might not want to tie them off. We might want to let them be able to run.
I was going to ask Marcus if he wanted to. He and the horse take out the warg,
Oh yeah.
and we come behind.
Yeah, you're not seeing the warg. Now that you've swung around, you're not seeing the warg on the east side as much.
Okay.
But you're out. You're about 300 yards off or so from the sound.
All right. Let's
Well-
slowly make our way in.
All right. Is anybody leading the way? Are you going as a group?
I'll lead.
Are we
is
trying
one
to
gonna-
sneak in?
Yeah. Tell me how you want to approach.
Yeah, sneak as far as possible, I guess.
Rufus will go about 50 to 100 feet in front of the group.
Okay.
And give them a heads up.
I was gonna say,
So-
why don't you let me kind of hit from the from a perpendicular direction, north or south, to attract their attention?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I ain't sneaking anywhere.
All right.
So-
So right now, Rufus, you're gonna be coming in almost from the due east. And Gundar, you want to be coming in what? Perpendicular, like from the north?
Either north or south. Which way's the wind blowing?
It's kind of coming in from the southwest.
I'll come in from the south. That way they catch my scent.
South. Okay. So I am going to say, for the sake of argument, let me take Rufus here.
No, like Caden has mounted archery as well.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so let me see if this
Yeah,
will-
he should just fire and move.
I was wondering if Caden and Sir Marcus could approach from one side and kind of like on their mounts and draw their attention, and then the rest of us get close from the other side.
Good with that too. I think coming in like Gundar said with multiple angles, that'll really freak them out.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see if I
Okay,
can
cool.
go these on here. Oh, what if I lost my little creatures here?
We killed them all.
Yeah. All right, hang on a second. Let me see if I'm doing this right. Oh, I see. DM error.
Been there, done that.
I know. It's amazing, huh? How stupid one can get. All right. So you're making your way up, Rufus. And every once in a while you get a because you're in the trees, but you get this flock of ravens kind of flying. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh wait, hang on.
Weren't ravens spying on us previously?
So I'm kind of giving you a heads up. This is definitely an area that's being constructed. You can kind of see a palisade going up. You kind of see some new holes being drilled in the ground. Every once in a while, these little coven or whatever of ravens conspiracy kind of fly up and land back in the land back up in this area. You do see a couple of orcs. Oh wait, that's Caden. I should have moved to Gundar. Sorry about that. Gundar's coming from the south, right? So hopefully Rufus and Gundar, you guys can see that.
Yes.
You hear all kinds of activity going in there. Matter of fact, Rufus, you do see quite a few orcs. They're the Hullabane. Could be as many as 20 walking around.
Ooh.
You think they have one of those big creatures again that had the big ball and chain?
We call those husbands.
I wonder if we all focus arrow shot on one particular orc at a time and see if we can't like pick them off, pick one off one at a time. But I don't know. That'll
Sounds good to me.
roofers will go back and tell everybody that there's at least 20, and they've got one of those brutish creatures that we saw at the watchtower.
Matter of fact, you actually have been doing a pretty good job of scouting. So I'm just going to.
Whoa.
That's kind of what you see. Brenda, I'm not sure how much you see because you've kind of got that palisade in your way. Rufus, you probably have a much better view because you're coming in at a backside that's not finished yet.
I tell the group I've counted at least 16 or 17 orc, one large brute, and 5 wargs so far.
Did you see any place where we could set up a choke point for them or something?
If we come in from the south, they've got palisades built from the south, and there's an opening in the southwest about 20 feet, 15 feet wide that we could create a choke point if we came in that way. And there's actually quite a few over in that. Not to say that there's some that can't go around the outside of the palisades to get to us, but
It would take them time.
Yeah, take up some time.
it'll give us some tactic. Let's do it. Let's do that.
Okay.
So I'll reload you guys coming from the south.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way over.
To the finished side where the opening is.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
That's
and
fine.
So where, so Rufus will sneak down to where Gundar is.
We're gonna scout
Yeah, I
that
figured
side.
maybe you guys would kind of back off and then swing around with the group to the south.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll just move you guys as a group then.
Yeah. What I'm trying to avoid is I can't see from where Rufus was. He can't see on the other side of the palisade. Yeah. Okay. So there's
Can we?
two. Okay. There's two on the outside of the palisades at the openings.
And is there a gate at this opening, or is it?
No, it's not finished.
Okay, good, perfect.
Yeah, no, it's open. So it looks like from what you described, maybe the area they've got marked out is probably 50% palisade, mainly south, southwest, and west. North, northeast, and east is all open or partially built.
Maybe Gundar and somebody else take care of 47 while we sneak up on 30.
Well, Caden can. Yeah, 47. Maybe get close to him in the brush.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Gundar can
Maybe we can take care of 30 with some arrows.
arrow shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Caden has a good range as an archer.
Yes. And you also get a really good initiative with that bow. All right, so I am going to give me a move silent roll for the group, Rufus.
Roll it for me. I'm having more problems.
Oh. Hope it's not something that's on my system.
I don't know. Now my map's locked in to where I'm moving it all around. I can't get out.
Let's see. Move silently. Okay, you guys are moving up. I'm going to put you guys. Wait, matter of fact, let me unlock that. You guys will be right just coming into this map like this.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to have to head out, George.
Oh, you got to head up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we could just kick it off next time with this battle, guys. You want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys found this fort. It definitely has a large contingent of humanoids, and that'd probably be a good place to start next time.
Like I
Awesome.
say,
Hey,
we're,
guys.
we're
We're gonna
not.
need to burn this place to the ground when we're finished.
Yeah,
Here.
Yeah,
that's right.
that's right.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
you all.
George.
No, it's a good time.
Yep.
Thanks,
All right.
George.
Take care.
All
Thanks
right.
again.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Sorry, I was distracted.
No
No worries.
problem, John. I think you can see the map now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are coming upon this fort that's partially built by these Holobane orcs.
Yeah.
Probably
I
about
could
20 or
trample
so.
somebody.
All right, cool.
I could trample somebody,
That's right.
and then
Right.
in turn be trampled myself. But it's the thought that counts. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm down to 5 work days, guys. 5 work days.
Nice.
That.
That's awesome. What's your last day?
January
the
5th.
first?
No, I
January
took
5th.
I took 6 or 7 days off on top of it. So
Nice.
yeah, it's
Damn
funny
straight.
because now everyone's calling me. Hey George, before you leave, can we talk about how we do our pricing? And can we talk about how we do this? And can we talk
You
about
know,
how we do that? And I said, sure. Just
block
set up time. Set up time.
block out your calendar. Have
Yeah.
give yourself meetings every
That's right.
hour-long meetings every 75 minutes, and tell people you got to fit it in because I'm real busy.
Well, yeah, it's funny because it's really I've worked with some of these folks for 30 years. You know, they're still there, and they're good people. But man, there's just our organization is just not
Put over
built
the
for
lyric.
what they want to do. They're just not built for it.